Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a little bit of a change from the norm, actually, because yes, it's like 5 past midnight. I'm here actually in the middle of Times Square, between basically in Times Square, basically. And the only thing I'm really just doing is, listen, let me tell you the story, is that yesterday, work was from 7 o'clock at night till 3 in the morning, and then they asked me to start work 1 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. So it meant I had approximately about 10 hours between shifts. And as things go, I was at work for 11 hours, and I managed to get out just before midnight. And yeah, I wouldn't help but admit, evening officers. Yeah, hello. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, it's not as bad as I was trying to make out. The problem is that being surrounded, literally by alcohol, because I was literally surrounded by alcohol all day. I wasn't drinking, I think. I was working. You know what I mean? But being surrounded and the smell, I swear, it's like in my clothes, in my saliva, in my nostrils, and I had that smell literally pretty much around me all day. And it's not like it was the worst thing in the world, it's just, I don't know, after a long time, I sort of anticipated it was going to be a busy night, all things considered, but what I wasn't quite anticipating was the fact that, well, it's just sort of, what's the nicest way I think I could put it? It's just sort of nauseating, and it just, that's the reason why I'm just sort of taking a little bit of a mosey round Times Square and this part of the city, is because I really needed some time to stretch my legs, get some fresh air, just sort of go about my business. And well, to be fair, I wouldn't really be knocking about this part of the city this late at night, but at the same time, this is of course Newcastle, the city that literally never stops. Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. And let me give you a bit of a view of the Dog and Parrot, just pretty much at full tilt, as it were. And it's quite a busy night, all things considered. And yeah, hopefully this string will continue. But again, as nice as it all is, and it is also a little bit of a sad state of affairs, that there is a part of me deep down inside that I just want to go in there. I want to go inside. I want to go in the Dog and Parrot. You know, the last time I was ever at the Dog and Parrot, guys, 10 years ago. Not long after I turned 18. That's how far back we're going. And the problem we have is that I reckon I think I've become one of those people that as soon as I was to go in there with mates and stuff like that, I would sort of feel as if I kind of lost my nerve and just sort of didn't really want to have anything. And that's been a little bit of a killer aspect of this whole sobriety lock, is that there's a part of me that really wants to join in, but the second I join in, it suddenly becomes apparent that, well, what was I really missing out on? And that's been a little bit of a problem, I feel as of late. I feel there's something missing, and every time I try to take part in it, it just sort of goes away, and it just sort of it comes to nothing. And it's a damn shame, because there's people all around, everybody's having fun, everybody's doing something, and what am I doing? Literally sitting at the very top of Times Square after an 11-hour shift, dying to go to bed, and the only thing I can think about is just, yeah, that's me. Don't worry, the camera's on me, ladies, don't worry about that. Yeah, so what's happened is that I've just finished an 11-hour shift at work.
Yeah. Where at?
Down the G.
Ooh.
So it's been busy all, literally I've had about 10 hours of rest, and 11 hours. Well, 10 hours was the rest between that and my last shift, and the only thing I only wanted to come out just to get a bit of fresh air before I drive home, because there's no point of...
What is it that you do?
I do croupier work. I do blackjack, roulette.
You have to deal with a lot of different people then.
I have to deal with just about every. And
You have to have a lot of patience.
Have you ever met anyone like us?
oh yeah, all the time. And even when I used to work down at Asper's like a few years ago, I would meet like also some of the most fantastic.
Oh, yeah, but you.
Thank you for your patience. Thank you.
What do you post on?
Thanks. I do YouTube and stuff like that.
What's your name?
I'll just pause this for a moment, just so. Right. Okay. Well, that was fun, and I must admit, it's I do quite like the camera feature. I just talked to those just girls for a little bit, just to tell them what it was all about, and you know what, really nice. And God Almighty, it's that sort of experience that I did actually miss about doing this. Hello, don't mind me. Don't worry. So yeah, it's now 10 past midnight, and there is a part of me that just sort of wants to go down. You see, the problem with the uniform is that there's like no pockets or anything like this at all, not even on my pants. So having like a backpack is not really suitable, but what can you do? Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of reassured me a little bit, because you know what, I have a feeling that those lasses knew what it was all about, and they were, what can I say, they were just very nice. And that's, yeah, you know what, I'm glad we've ended the day on a high note, I suppose, so can't argue with that.